This week on Archer's Choice.
Typical whitetail deer camp, you know what I mean? You're in there, you're figuring out, you're patterning them. We got busted a few times, you know what I mean? Setting up things, but that's true. We're trying to show you really what goes on, because a lot of times TV may not show you the whole story. We celebrated, we had a great time, because that's what you do at deer camp. Hey, welcome to this week's Archer's Choice, and I'll tell you what, this is a little bit different.
Yes.
We're actually doing a mini-series. It's 3 parts.
Yep.
And it's us just going back to Illinois, have our gracious friend, Dean, who lets us hunt his land.
Yes.
And first time ever, we are non-residents in the state of Illinois. It was.
So weird to go getting a non-resident tag in Illinois. But hey, that's okay, because I mean, it's still a lot of fun up there.
And this is deer camp.
This is deer
We're
camp.
doing everything by ourselves, as usual.
Setting up the trees, checking out the spy points, moving around our blinds.
Using
whatever
base
we
map
have
to try to
do.
get everything going, and I
Yep.
mean, it's
And-
what you do during deer season.
Yeah, except for that, RJ and I, we
Yeah,
decided
skipped.
to. Well, we didn't
Skipped
skip.
out of the work most
We
of the
didn't
work.
skip out of the work.
Okay.
I still had a leftover Wyoming elk tag, so I was heading back to Wyoming while you guys were getting lost in Kansas on your way to Illinois because I wasn't there to navigate. But we have a lot to show you, so let's get going, shall we?
Yeah, we sort of took a wrong turn.
Yeah, you did. So let's roll the footage.
It's Big RJ's fault.
Is it Big RJ? Oh, that's another whole story. We'll have to get into another
He
time.
was riding shotgun. What happened,
yeah,
you know?
I know. Okay.
Just saying.
Sure. Blame it on someone.
He's from Jersey.
Oh.
I said, hey, did you see the map? He said, yo, you see the map, huh? Yeah, I saw the map over there.
The Cianciarulos are heading back to Illinois to set up a deer camp like no other. Dean has been on the lookout for the past couple of weeks to help the guys set up stands and blinds in all the best spots.
You know, when we made the decision to leave Illinois for good, we packed up and headed west. Go west, young man, and we don't regret a second of it. But to come back here and hunt with dear friends, you know, and Dean allow us to hunt, you know, here on his farm, and it's a very, very special time. Great memories, great experiences, and it's going to take a few years, but I can tell you, Dean's help, our help, we're going to make this place very special.
Ralph and RJ are just finishing up their drive to Illinois and are going to strategize with Dean on their game plan for this much-anticipated whitetail hunt.
Well, we just got to the Big D's deer camp for Archer's Choice here, our annual deer camp here in Illinois. And Dean, we're gonna go out. We got some cameras out, and we're gonna go pull the cards and see what happens. And yeah, you know, it's funny because Vicki's got me doing all the work. She went hunting, you know, in Wyoming with R&K rifle season. So RJ, Eddie, Dean, and I have to do all the work as usual. And she'll just come in, you know, shoot a couple deer, and just take the glory, huh, Dean?
Vic's on the phone. She wants you to get to work. She's tired of you standing around. Okay, I'll get him back to work.
See, he's on her side too.
Ralph, Dean, and RJ are heading out to check out all of the trail cameras that Dean set up before the guys arrived at camp. They need to swap memory cards and get an idea where they want the stands and blinds set up this year. This is a crucial step to ensure everyone has a successful hunt.
This is usually extremely good.
But that other tree is the reason I want that set up there, is you can hunt that food plot. And this trail.
Should I go over to or below it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the tree's only right there, Ralph. If you can see him over, you could probably grunt him over.
This is what we do. Just got into camp and we're putting our spy points up everywhere.
Spy Point trail cameras are an indispensable tool that help the team become better, more educated, and more prepared hunters. These cameras help direct placement of blinds and stands to make sure whoever is hunting it is right in the action. Ralph, RJ, and Dean use what they know about deer, wind direction, and what Dean has been seeing recently to find the best spots for the cameras. After that, it's just a waiting game to see who shows up on camera. Once the guys are done working with the Spy Point trail cameras and scouting, they make their way back to camp to check all the photos from the cameras.
All right, where are we?
Okay, you're up on top where they clear down to the road right here. Remember
This is the ag. This
Yeah,
is the ag.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the ag.
Corner where they.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Young buck.
Yeah.
Not a shooter. 8. Nice 8, healthy.
Ralph, RJ, and Dean saw some promising action from the trail cameras. They are headed out now to do some glassing to see if they are able to pick up any whitetail movement.
Big buck?
No.
It's a nice deer.
Oh, I'm looking at the one to the left.
No, look at the one to the right.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Oh
One's-
yeah, I see the one to the left, and then there's one to
He's
the right.
posturing. He's all
Posturing
bristled
up.
up. There's nothing wrong with that deer.
We're looking at some pretty ones.
Look at his neck.
There's the other one.
What we're doing, even though we've hunted this, for a long time, we're not taking any chances. We're spending a few days glassing, trying to see the movement. We ran a bunch of new spy points out there to see, give it a day or two, see what's going on. We're watching the winds, and then we're going to move our sets accordingly. This is deer camp in Illinois.
When Dean says he's going to build something, trust me, it's going to be the Taj Mahal. This is his tower to watch and to see everything. It pays to live at 7,500 feet now, Dean. You realize I've never been up here?
I was just gonna ask if you've been up here before.
No, sir. It moves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wiggles.
Don't wiggle. Don't wiggle. So the first few days, we hit it hard. We filled up the tracker. We just kept taking stands and all of our ladders, our muddy sets, and we were putting them. We put in ground blinds. We were trying to do everything we can because the cameras were telling us, and Dean was telling us, man, what he saw, what he knows. I mean, he's been here forever, and to have all this, and we tried to do the best we could because I knew, when Vicki got here, oh yeah, I better have my stuff together.
After all the preparation, Big RJ is getting ready and heading out for his first hunt of deer camp. With all of the effort that has gone into the season, anticipation is high for this first sit.
Hey, we're here in deer camp in Illinois. We're in Joe Davies County. We just got in today. We set this stand early this morning. The wind is like east, southeast for the next 2 days. So we hurry up and hung this set. The primary set is going to be right across the way. We're running our spy points. We're having all these bucks are walking the spine of this mountain here, hill, whatever, to go out to this ag field. So I'm pretty pumped. This is my first time hunting Illinois in probably 10 years. So I'm pretty excited. See what happens.
Up here for tonight. We had a couple does come through behind us pretty early and then right at dark. So we're gonna wrap it up, go back, see what everybody else did, and then regroup for tomorrow morning.
Back at camp, The guys sat around the table to talk about the day's hunt, followed by a welcome surprise.
Vicki, would that be?
Look at your phone. Hit FaceTime.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what are you doing?
We're standing out here.
Why are you? You got a casing. Did you shoot? Come on, guys.
Let's see
What
it.
did you? Come on.
Let's see
Did you
it.
really?
Yeah.
Come on, I want to see the elk.
Well, I keep shooting the elk right now.
Unfreaking real, Vic. Come on, really?
And you know what else?
No.
It was 525 yards.
Really?
RJ brought a bigger lens with him. At the last minute, he goes, "It's small, Vic." He goes, "Mom," he goes, "like, I put the larger lens on." And Peter goes, "Yeah, go right ahead and do it. Let's do it."
Is this what did we just got done saying? Wouldn't that be cool?
All right, love you, honey.
Love you. Talk to you soon. Congrats.
This is what deer camp is all about. Another day, another tree stand. It's all about consistency. Big RJ is out again for another day of hunting, just looking forward to the adventure and hopefully opportunity.
Well, we're gonna call it a morning right now. It's about 9:15. I think we've seen maybe 14, 15 does this morning. No, not a single buck. All the does were out in the alfalfa. A little while ago, we just had a couple does come below us, but no bucks. We're gonna regroup, get out of here, get something to eat. I think we gotta hang a set and then figure out what we do for this afternoon.
Did it make it? It did. Oh, baby. It's a team effort. We got a muddy stick, our ladder stick, with our muddy stand. We've got a community scrape right here. We hung a camera here yesterday and had 3 different bucks come through. Folks, we are right off a gravel road. Just, there's the gravel road. But they're coming across a very narrow point, to go up that ridge in that bedding area and to go through this bedding area. So it's a perfect pinch point.
That deer for 30 yards in the wind all day long.
Back at it again. Tonight's our second evening we're sitting here in deer camp. Tried to change it up a little bit. This morning and yesterday we sat in an alfalfa field. Seen a lot of does, been seeing bucks. We decided to change it up, go to the side of this hill. You know, we haven't sat here, so I don't know what the deer are doing. But I see a lot of runs crossing. We may be able to make it happen. Keep our fingers crossed to see how we go. Hang in there. See some bucks finally. We're like a little ahead of the run, I think. Another few more days, I think it's gonna open wide open.
It's a new day, and Big RJ is headed back to the stand. But every so often, even seasoned hunters with decades of experience will have a slip-up.
So you see, I just took a nice swim before I got to my stand. I wanted to get cleaned up real good. God, I'm so mad. I'm soaked. I got literally 5 inches of water inside my boot right now. And it's probably like 48 degrees.
So all in all, I mean, deer camp is doing what deer camp does, kicking our butts. But we ain't giving up. You know, I'm talking about giving up. I mean, sometimes you just, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, and maybe, you know, play like an otter or walrus or, you know, seal. And I ain't talking about the singer. I'm talking about, you know, big RJ, maybe. Na 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 na. I give you credit, brother. I do. You sat in the stand the whole afternoon. I just want to give you credit, man. You did good. You really did.
I sat it out all night. Was I cold? Yeah. I'm gonna be dumb, but be tough.
That's it. That's it.
So I had to be tough tonight.
And dumb. So when we got the news, Vicki and RJ, again, shot early. We knew they were coming a little bit early, so I'm like panicking, because once they get here, I may not have that much time to hunt. And so, well, guess what? First morning, and what we did is we changed the route. Instead of coming up from the top, we climbed in from the bottom, and it was an awesome, awesome way to our approach in there. And sure enough, sit there, got a couple bucks out in the alfalfa in the morning. I do some grunting. I do a snort wheeze. This buck locks in.
He's coming, Eddie. Get on. He's coming right here.
As he's coming, he hits a scrape on the edge of the field, and I mean, he's pounding it. And here he comes, and the typical, you know, rut, but we're watching him, and my heart's starting to pump, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's a nice deer. I spitfire him with my Easton. He runs about, I'm going to say 60, 70 yards and piles up.
It's Halloween. I shot a nice buck here. And we're just sitting here enjoying it. He's that buck we had on the scrape line. Look at that. Oh. Thank you. But again, this is, you know, what you're dealing with on these ridges. I mean, you could be on the right ridge or the right valley.
Yep.
And the one next over, there's nothing going on.
Yep.
But there was stuff going on today. All right, let's get him out of here. Thanks, brother. Hey, Dean, you rock, buddy.
It was awesome because here we are. I got my buck down before everyone else got here in camp, and we celebrated. We had a great time. We hung it. We aged the meat. We did everything we possibly could, because that's what you do at deer camp.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I had a blast. You know what I mean?
You did.
Typical whitetail deer camp, you know what I mean? You're in there, you're figuring out, you're patterning them. We got busted a few times, you know what I mean? Setting up things, but that's true. We're trying to show you really what goes on, because a lot of times TV may not show you the whole story.
Well, and
that's why we're doing 3 parts.
And we're out there. You guys are, you know, we've had our cameras out there all season,
Yep,
all summer too. Dean's been great about getting things done for us out there, but once we got out there, you went ahead and got stands done and everything else.
Yeah, because you weren't there.
I wasn't there, but that's
Nope.
okay. I'll be there.
Congratulations on your elk.
Thank you, but that's on the choice. That's not
but
on this
I-
show. Hey, we want to thank
we
you
did
guys
all
for
the
watching
work.
this week's Archer's Choice. We'll see you next week. Same time,
Same channel.
right here on the
On the
Archer's
Archer's Choice.
Do I talk too
Where,
fast?
where I do all the work, probably.
You don't do
Yeah,
much
I
work.
do.
No, you don't. We wouldn't even have a TV show if it wasn't for me and all the stuff I do in the background. True? True, do you do office work at all?
I hate office work.
Yes, he does. He also hates electronics,
Hate it.
social media.
Computers, phones.
The only thing I think he actually likes is hunting. I might come in the
I do
bottom
like
of it a
digital
little bit.
rangefinders. I do.